What up, people? Listen, the video you're about to see was a real hard video for me to upload. Um, I actually shot it yesterday, and I was thinking of just erasing it because it's something I didn't share with anybody. The only person that really knows about it is Karen at the time. She was the only one that knew about it. The only other time I shared about it was when I was a guest on a podcast. Um, but for the people that's closest to me, I apologize that I didn't share with you guys when I was going through it. I was just ashamed that I was going through this struggle. Um, so I didn't want to upset you guys. I didn't want to worry you guys. But I'm good. I got by it. And I'm uploading this video as a cautionary tale to others in hopes that somebody can recognize the signs of describe, and avoid it. Hope you enjoy. What up, people? Listen, so this is gonna be a real video. I don't share this with a lot of people. I mentioned it on a podcast once, but a lot of people that watch my videos have been riding with me for a long time. So I want to share this kind of to help others to avoid this trap and maybe recognize signs of it within themselves. So this started last February. So I had a job that I hated, not the job I have now, but job I hated. The baby was just born. I think I was going to. I did some research. I guess men could go through some type of postpartum. Of course, it's not like chemical like a woman does, but it's just the changes and everything and all the stress. But so I was going through something like that, and I found myself reaching for the bottle to cope with it. I would fill up a bottle with juice and liquor every day before going to work, and that was the way I was coping with my life. Right? I'm happy. I was happy that I just had the baby. She's the love of my life, my third baby. Didn't really like my job at the time, and my depression was at an all-time high. All-time high. And I was dealing with that, and I was feeling guilty because I was depressed because I have this newborn baby, and it's supposed to be a joyful time. So I was taking liquor with juice every morning to work to get past the day. And even when I was at home, I would find myself doing that. And I would do that to kind of hide it from my wife and hide it from people around me because I was ashamed. I knew at the time it was something I wasn't supposed to be doing, but I did anyway. It was helping me cope, and it wasn't only just liquor, but I was mixing the liquor with edibles. So I was just doing anything to kind of numb the feeling. And the breaking point came. I was at the mall with my family, and my depression was just super bad. And I didn't have no liquor on me. I didn't have no edibles on me. I didn't have nothing to numb it, but it hit me. And we going into the mall, and then my wife kind of knew something was wrong with me. So I was like, yo, let's go talk in the parking lot real quick. We left the kids with her mom. And I broke down crying right in the middle of the parking lot. Because for one, I was ashamed of myself that I allowed myself to get trapped in liquor so much that I relied on it to get past days. Because my mother was an alcoholic, me growing up, and it affected me in so many ways. And that's a different story for a different video. But I know the signs, and I always told myself that would never happen to me. So when it all hit me that I was now in this situation, it was a hard pill to swallow, man. Like, it was like, it was a realization, like, I'm being an alcoholic. Like, and thank God, like, from that time on, I went to counseling again, and I stopped it. It was like a 2 week, maybe 3 week period that I was doing this. But I understand that it doesn't always work like that. You know, like I said, my mother was an alcoholic. I have other family members that are alcoholics. And sometimes it's a lifetime thing. Sometimes it happens for years. And I was just fortunate enough for me that it was only about a 3 week span. But it's a trap that it's easy to fall into. But there's a couple of different signs. Like, if every time you're stressed or things are not going your way, you say something like, man, I just need a drink, it becomes a habit. You know, every time you're stressed, your body automatically reaches for that drink, and you automatically reach for that drink. So you got to be real careful, and you got to be aware of the certain things you're saying and the certain things you do, because drinking is accepted socially. So it's not something you really have to hide. So it's really easy to just drink every day, and nobody really think nothing of it, especially if you're functioning normally. So it's real easy to get through that trap. You know, I still drink occasionally, but it'll be like at parties or social situations, but I don't use it to cope anymore. But I just wanted to share that with you, um, so you know, like it happens to the best of us. But once you realize it, you know, don't lie to yourself. Don't say this is not happening to me. It's all in my head. You know, go get help. Go talk to people that care about you. Do anything you can to stop that cycle, because it's a cycle that can lead to some real dangerous places. And you just gotta be careful. And you know, it's hard for me to make this video because my kids don't even know that I was going through this, and they watch my videos. So I love y'all. I'm sharing this with everybody so somebody else doesn't do it, and you guys don't do it. And just know that it does happen to the best of us. But also know that if you get the right help and you're honest with yourself, it's something you get past. But it was a rough time in my life. You know, I'm happy I was able to get by it. I'm happy I could use the mistakes of people in my life to kind of look at myself and say, listen, man, you're following down the right path, the same path, and you need to change. And I was able to change. But again, it doesn't always happen that way. It's real easy to get trapped in that cycle, real easy to keep digging yourself deeper into the hole. So just be careful. If you find yourself reaching for any type of drug, alcohol, whatever, every time you're stressed, it might be an issue there. And I suggest that you get help. Or if you know a loved one that you're noticing those patterns, don't be afraid to bring it up to them. It's going to be awkward, but just remember you're doing it out of love, and it's what's best for them. So I hope this video helped somebody. It was hard for me to make, I'm not going to lie. But this is what this channel is about. It's called Finding Ellis, because it's about finding myself, making mistakes, and sharing those mistakes and those lessons with you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Plus, man, I want you guys to comment on this video. Tell me your stories, how you got by it, or, you know, third-party stories of people you know. I want this to be a community of everybody that helps each other. But thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you guys for watching my videos, and I love you.